Let me take you back to last week. Europe's energy crisis was peaking. Russia was being blamed for creating a bottleneck. Around midweek, Vladimir Putin clarified his position. Millions of people were watching eagerly. Would Putin help Europe? Would he agree to export more natural gas? But Russians were focused on something entirely different. They were focused on her, Hadley Gamble, the journalist who was interviewing the Russian president. What exactly did she do? Her job, journalism. She asked questions to President Putin. She followed up on his answers. Basically, she did what any journalist would do. Well, not according to Russia's state media. They're calling her a sex object, a special operative sent to distract President Putin. That's what they're calling her. Do they have proof? No, they don't. But they do have loads of sexism, and some of it is beyond disgusting, I have to say. Here's what one anchor said, and remember, this is happening on Russia's state-run channel. Let me quote. Hadley squeezed into a tight black dress, fluffed up her flowing hair, and put on a pair of nude, leg-lengthening Louboutin high heel pumps. Her legs were covered in shimmering body oil as though this wasn't a work assignment. Crass, sexist, disgusting, you can take your pick. And the anchor did not stop there. He says Hadley Gamble's gestures were suggestive. How so? Apparently she moved her legs too much and that she was adjusting her hair. Last we checked, that's called human behavior. Another Russian anchor added a spy twist. Listen to this one. Look at Comrade Gamble. She's also a beauty. Look at Megyn Kelly. She's the woman the Americans brought the last time. She was a blonde. This time it's a brunette. They keep trying to get to Putin. The first anchor was sexist. This one is sexist and delusional. And it's not just the Russian media, by the way. Their politicians are no better. One of them called Hadley Gamble America's secret weapon. Weapon for what? Asking questions at a public event attended by hundreds of people? There is no espionage racket here, no big plan to distract Vladimir Putin. And will he be distracted like this? This is just another instance of targeting a woman for her clothes, for her looks, and most importantly, for her work. And this problem begins right at the top. Take the Russian president, for example. His conduct was more of the same. At one point during the interview, Vladimir Putin says, and I have to quote again, "Beautiful woman, pretty. I'm telling her one thing. She instantly tells me the opposite, as if she did not hear what I said." When the president says this, what do you expect his mouthpieces to say? Hadley Gamble, though, is not backing down. She posted a picture on social media, this picture. That's a Russian newspaper in a hand. They deliberately used a picture of her shifting her legs on stage. Look at the caption, "My best angle, #feminism." Not a bad way to respond to trolls, or in this case, the Russian state media. But we cannot ignore the larger picture here. When women occupy powerful positions or when they interview powerful people, suddenly the conversation turns to their looks. What were they wearing? How were they sitting? What were their expressions like? And this scrutiny is only for women. Let me give you some examples. Last month, a former Donald Trump aide published her memoir. She details a G20 meeting between Trump and Putin. Apparently, the US delegation was suspicious of the Russian translator. Why? Because she was beautiful. The Americans thought Putin wanted to distract President Trump. So did the American media. Let me show you this article by the New York Post. What does it say? Get to know the stunning Russian translator Putin brought to Trump meeting. The article refers to her as a bombshell brunette. So it's not just Russia. It's not just journalists. It's any woman in a position of public visibility, even world leaders. You would remember this front page from the Daily Mail. The two women are former UK Prime Minister Theresa May and Scottish leader Nicola Sturgeon. Now look at the headline. Never mind Brexit, whose one legs it? How funny. Why does society have a problem accepting successful women? Why does she have to be part of an espionage network or a distraction? This is 2021. Gender equality and mutual respect are not up for debate. So to all the politicians who don't understand that, and to all the so-called newspapers who find it funny, deal with it or prepare for irrelevance. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.